Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My speech today will implore you to stop drinking bottled water. It's bad for our environment and it's hurting our planet. Now, class, I'm going to share a secret with you. Are you ready? Come in a little bit closer. That fancy bottled water that you're drinking is actually tap water. Are you shocked, appalled, even a little grossed out? Well, I was all of those things when I learned the truth about my beloved bottled water. Consumers spend $50 to $100 billion on water per year. That is more money than we spend on gas in our vehicles. The media bombards us with images of alpine peaks, beautiful pools of lovely spring water, and active, healthy people guzzling down icy cold water. These people are heading to and from the gym or just finishing up a long hike or mountain climb. But the reality is that everyday people are drinking bottled water. Marketers know how to sell and who to sell bottled water to. They go after the parents who want their children to drink the purest of waters. They go after the overweight people and tell them, drink 8 glasses of water, or better yet, 8 bottles of our expensive water. The active person who is into exercise and cross-training is told they should never be without their bottled water. Now, I'm all for drinking plenty of water, but the manufacturing of bottled water is hurting our environment. On average, 1.5 million barrels of oil is used just to make plastic water bottles. Now imagine just how much oil is needed to transport all those bottles of water. I was also amazed to learn that there are millions of gallons of water used in the bottle making process, and that 2 gallons of water are wasted during the purification process. And for every gallon that's wasted, only a half of that makes it into the bottles. With the growth of water bottle production, water extraction near to the bottled water facilities have led to water shortages, which ultimately affect nearby farmers and consumers. Would you be surprised to learn that bottled water can cost up to 10,000 times more per gallon than tap water? Or that tap water is held at a higher standard of quality than your wonderful bottled water? What consumers need to realize is that most of the high-end brand of bottled water is just plain old tap water in disguise. Now, many people are fearful that tap water comes from the sewers, that is not clean, or that it's not pure. That way of thinking could not be further from the truth. Tap water goes through extensive testing on a daily basis by scientists whose main job is to ensure that our water is healthy. Tap water goes through plenty of different types of testing to make sure that it's safe. Bottled water manufacturers try to scare the public into believing that bottled water is the best. It's not. The FDA monitors bottled water, but the Environmental Protection Agency sets the national standard for drinking water. In 1974, the Safe Drinking Water Act was passed by Congress in order to protect the public's health by regulating the country's drinking water supply. I don't know about you, but I would prefer scientists cleaning my water. Now, since bottled water is not held to the same safety measures as municipal water, its contaminants are more abundant. Many bottled water still contain bacteria and particles that the FDA passed through inspection. So if you think that you're getting the purest water and the most delicious water, I'm sorry to tell you that you're wrong. Many people who drink a lot of bottled water actually get sick. It is important that we educate ourselves on the water we're drinking. Your city's water quality logs are available to the public, and you should research them as many times as you can. Now, bottled water claims to be from the purest sources, which is not always true. But there is one thing that is true about bottled water manufacturers. Their plastic bottles are creating higher landfill garbage and waste. 96% of bottled water end up in city landfills and streams, which cost the local government up to $70 million in cleanup and landfill costs per year. According to tapping.com, Pepsi's Aquafina and Coca-Cola's Dasani bottled water, which was my personal favorite, are both just filtered tap water, and they're even bottled close to their soda distribution points. A few years ago, when this information was made public, their sales dropped for a couple of weeks, but loyal brand customers came right back, and the purchasing began all over again. Now, let's break it down in dollars and cents. Say there's a vending machine that sells 20-ounce bottles of water for $1. That is 5 cents an ounce, whereas drinking municipal water will cost you less than 1 cent per gallon. Now, I know everyone is just dying to know what they can do to be a better consumer. Well, this is what you should do. First, we can start by changing the way we view tap water. Research your city's standards for safe drinking water and invest in a water filtration system. There are many different kinds of water filters out there, and they're very cost effective. Also, make your friends and family aware of the dangers of bottled water. I can't tell you how many times I've seen empty water bottles and half-filled water bottles all over the streets and in stores. So in closing, I implore you to stop using bottled water and get yourself a nice water filtration system for your homes. The earth will thank you and your families will thank you. Thank you.